Hello. So, we are about to do a deep dive into communities inside of HighLevel. Even though we have our own community on the platform, I realized we never actually did our own deep dive into how to create one, how to manage it, etc. So, when you're starting out, you're going to come over here to memberships and then communities, and you're going to see a couple options. So, you'll see your groups, your settings, and your branded mobile app. So we're going to start with settings. Now, inside of this, it will give you an already created subdomain that you can go ahead, copy paste to access your communities and give to your clients to log in their communities, or you can go ahead and set a custom one. You can see ours is listed at summit.funnelflippers.com. So you can go ahead and, let's say, update domain I didn't update that. If you hit modify, it's going to bring up pretty much the same as when you're adding a domain or a subdomain into your main account. It will guide you through all the steps. It's very, very easy. Now, one important note. So why is our custom domain summit.funnelflippers.com? Because when this first rolled out and we were dealing with the client portal and setting up the client portal, what we didn't realize is that when we set up our client portal domain, it would apply to our client portal, our courses, and also our communities. So that's one really, really important note. Even though you're setting this up under the communities area, this will change your entire client portal URL as well. Same thing, vice versa. If you're setting it up inside of client portal under settings, it will change for your communities and your courses. So you can see that's the same. So that's just one note. The client portal is there for your clients to be able to use one URL and access things like their contracts, their courses, their communities, their affiliate links, things like that. So it really is that one link. I'd probably just name it, honestly, if I were to do it over, like clients.funnelflippers.com or something super general so that you can give it out to everyone across the board. But don't do what we did. Okay, so actually diving into your communities now, you do have the option to have a white labeled branded app. So that is available here. Sammy and I don't use that. We're totally fine using the regular GoCollab app. If you don't know, GoCollab is the app for communities inside of HighLevel. So we're going to start out and go to groups. So you can see we have active. In order to create a group, you're just going to go ahead here. We're going to name this the tester community, and you can see the URL kind of automatically populated. It does glitch once in a while if you were to like delete and then say test. So you can see it didn't actually update when I redo it. So that's just one quick little note for you. A group description. If you plan to be listed on the GoCollab marketplace, it is a really good idea to go ahead and add your group description. That way people that are browsing the community marketplace know what your group is about. So we're just going to put this is a tester community for a deep dive into the high level. Whoops. I'll get it someday. Okay. So there's that. And then discovery. So clicking this on is going to list you inside of the GoCollab marketplace, which is essentially an area where people can go to discover all types of groups that are hosted on the HighLevel platform and listed in the marketplace directory. So I'm going to turn this off. This is a tester community, so I do not want it listed inside of the marketplace. And then for this area, you're just going to go ahead and upload your favicon, cover image, and logo. So what do we mean by cover image? We'll go ahead and show you that really quick. So when you are listing inside of the GoCollab marketplace, we'll go ahead and actually, we need this URL. You're going to want to upload your cover image so you can see these all have cover images, and that's what it means by cover image. Otherwise, favicon is going to be like one of these, and then your logo is just your logo. It does have very specific requirements for your aspect ratios, so please pay attention to those. It also doesn't allow you to go into your media library to update these. So I know it's not going to let me upload that. Gosh darn it. We'll go ahead and, of course, I'm trying. It's not going to let me. Okay, there's one. So we have that. It must be one by one. I swear this is a one by one. Let's test it. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead with this. And then you're going to go ahead and create your group. I know that's not available because I already did this once. Okay, let's go ahead and create the group. Now, another little note, those slugs, similar to your calendars, are going to be HighLevel wide. So you might have to test out a few when you're actually creating the group to find one that works. This happens to us all the time. It might happen to you. If it does, you can see that it is my account that created the group and is the owner. But then when we actually went to log into the group, it defaulted to this account, Sammy's account, because that is the actual, that's the admin account for the HighLevel account that I'm logged into right now. So we'll go ahead and just pop over to my account. If that happens, just go ahead and use the login feature. And okay, now we're switched over to my account and we have all the options available. Now, the first thing I want you to do before we dive into actually setting up all of the community features is I want you to come up here and go ahead and manage your account. It's important that you get familiar with this so that you can help others inside of your community actually navigate it for themselves. And by filling this out, it lets everyone have more access to you and more information about who you are and lets you know, hey, I'm the group owner here. It's going to forever drive me insane, even though my name's Kylie. It set my profile slug to Samantha Raby, and I cannot update it. So just go ahead and set your name. Then you can set your title. So for me, co-owner of Flippers, we'll just put that. You can go ahead and set your bio, your location. We'll add Pennsylvania, PNNSILVA, very long. And then you can set your time zone as well. We'll go ahead and save. Okay, so your account, you can always come in here and change your password. Very important to know for your users. You can add your phone number, email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. in here. So I can go ahead, let's add my email. And then you can toggle on publicly visible for your email as well as your phone number. The rest of these kind of social links will automatically be available to everyone to see. Certificates. So if anytime your users want to come in and see what certificates they've been granted, they can come in here. They can also come into billing and subscription. It will send them a confirmation code to their email they are registered with so that they can update their billing and card information at any time without you having to be involved. And then communities and chats was where you can essentially manage what community groups you are in as well as who is blocked on your account. So that's a quick overview into the settings. I do, again, recommend you set those up for yourself first. You have your notifications area, obviously. This is going to allow them to access the different areas of the client portal from your community. And then home is just going to kind of send you back to that as well. So we'll come, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here's our group. All right, now that we're back in our group, this is how it looks in general first. So over here, we have our kind of channel bar, which is going to be your way to organize all the different information inside of your community. Is going to be via channels. Here we have our basically information switcher. I don't really know what this is called. It's another type of menu bar where they'll be able to see basically whatever you set as the home channel and the feed there. They'll be able to look at any courses that are connected to the community, see a list of other members, see a list of events, see the activity leaderboard, and then also see the general information for the group. So we can go ahead and what we're going to do first is go ahead and adjust the settings. So inside of your settings, you can of course update your group name, your URL, description. You can make it public or private. All right, you can also update so that anyone can see the group post and other members of the group can also see the group post. Or what I recommend is go ahead and make it private so that only the people inside of the group can actually access the information. Down to subscriptions, you can set up your subscription either from your products area or you can also adjust it here. So let's say we want it to be $11 recurring with a 10-day trial and we want it to be monthly. You can turn on test mode right here so you can verify that it actually works. We'll go ahead and do that. Branding, again, you can just kind of update all your logos, cover images, etc. from here, as well as go ahead and add your custom JavaScript and CSS in this area. You can also have the option to add your header and footer tracking codes at any point inside of the branding, and then advanced. Themes. So this is where you can make it a little more custom as far as what the actual design looks like. There are a number of kind of light and dark, so you can switch between light and dark, and then you can test out some of the already built versions here. And then you also have the option to go ahead and do a custom theme. So let's go to the purple one. Keep it on light, and then I'll go to custom, and then we can start to kind of adjust some of these just to make them a little prettier. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, perfect. We're just gonna let it like that. Membership questions, so you can go ahead and turn on membership questions and then add those in order to be able to select information before they're able to join. I'm not going to turn those on right now. Gamification and rewards. So inside of communities, you can actually add gamification to reward people and provide them with things for engaging inside of the group and reaching different links. I'm going to go over this more in depth in part 2. I don't want to make this an hour-long video, so we'll go over the gamification and rewards further in the second part of the video. Links, so you can always add quick links. They are super nice, so let's go ahead and add join HighLevel here. I don't even know if this is going to be the proper HighLevel link, but I'm pretty sure that's the link. Fingers crossed. You can make it private, so if we come over here, it says it's only going to be visible to other group members. I'm okay with it being visible to everybody. And then here is where you can view any member reported content and review those for any type of violations. And then again, discovery, how I mentioned, you can at any time list your community on the Go Collab Marketplace. This is where you would do that. You would come to discovery, flick that on, and then we're going to go ahead and hit save. So that when we come back home, you can see right there, it went ahead and added a link. That is there on every kind of page other than the learning tab. So, all right, that is the general settings of the community area. In part 2, we're going to dive into actually adding different channels, organizing those, posting content, and then the gamification. But part 1 is just going to be settings, how to set it up, and how to get rolling with communities, and I will see you in part 2.